Okay, welcome to my office. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel where we are going to backtest YouTube strategies and see if they are as profitable as they claim to be. Today, we're going to be trading this strategy from Trader DNA, 86% win rate on a 1-minute EMA scalping strategy. Watch the video. The strategy itself is really simple. I do think it's going to be profitable. Do I think it's going to be 86% win rate? No, I don't think any strategy, if you're a day trader, it's going to be 86% win rate. Only time I've seen something remotely close to this was the trader had a very low risk reward ratio, not even 1-to-1, or there was a trader who was a swing trader and he would hold his losing trades as long as he needed to get them back either to break even or a little bit profit, and then he closed them. So that's the reason why I've seen people with really high win rates. If you're a day trader, I've never seen someone have this high of a win rate. That's pretty crazy if that's possible. So this strategy is pretty simple. This picture summarizes it here pretty well. What you're looking for is the 3 EMAs here to be flowing how they are right here. They're in sync, they're in line, they're flowing nice and like harmonic basically. You don't want it to be smashed together like this. You don't want them to be crossing. The only time you're able to trade is if they're flowing like this. Now what you're looking for is price to pull away, come back to either any 3 of these EMAs, break back out, cross back past the 34 EMA, and then you could look for a buy entry if you have like a nice bullish, or I'm sorry, this is a sell, so a bearish candle like this. So this would be a short entry. I believe he said his stop loss was, the stop loss is under the 34 EMA, and he's going for a stop loss below the 34 EMA, and then his take profit was 1.5-to-1 risk reward ratio. So that's pretty much the strategy. This is it here. Got this move, pull back to 34 EMA, got this bullish candle, top loss below to 34. You shoot from 1.5-to-1 risk reward ratio. So that is the strategy. So full disclosure, I'm going to be trading this on the New York session only, because that is the session I trade. I think if people backtest and they just go through all the sessions, that's not realistic. You're not going to be trading all sessions. You're not going to be at the charts 24/7. Unless you have this automated, then sure, you could do that, but most people don't. They're going to trade 1 or 2 sessions. I trade the New York session, so I'm going to be trading at New York Open, and I'll be taking probably 1 trade a day. I'm taking 1 trade a day because that's how I trade. So 1 trade a day, and New York session, we're going to do 3 months worth. Since it's a scalping strategy, there's going to be a lot of trades in there. We're going to go through January 24 through March 24. So let's get into the trading software. And I already have one set up for this. Actually, I'm going to create a new one because this is going to be 6 months worth. I don't want to do 6 months. So let's create a new session here. We're going to do, and another thing is we're trading Nasdaq. I trade Nasdaq. So that is what I'm going to test out here. Nasdaq. I'm going to start 24 January. And we'll go through March 31st. And we'll change the time. Okay. Strategy name, YouTube test. Scalp. Minute strategy. Okay. So let's start it up. Let's get the EMAs loaded. Oh, okay, I already have them loaded on here. Okay, that's good. Okay. So I'll go through just a couple trades to show you exactly how the strategy goes, and then I'm going to send backtest, do the rest, and then I will go over the results. So let's go to New York session. Okay, let's start. And one other thing is, I'm not going to trade right at 6:30 New York session open because you get a lot of whipsawing. So after 6:35 is when I'll start looking for trade opportunities. So let's go over 2 to 3 examples, and I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of it. Speed this up. Okay, so the EMAs are starting to align how you want, like how it is here. You want them to be spaced out, flowing, like traffic, like a river. You don't want them clumped up like this. This is what we're not trading in. So we're looking for a pullback. If this pulls back. Okay, there you go. Get this pullback. Let's see if we got an entry. Nice entry here. So this is like a picture perfect setup of this strategy. You have this move. EMAs are in line. Pull back to the 34. Nice bullish engulfing candle. And let's take a short entry. He says stop loss above 34 EMA, but I'm going to put it above this structure here. That seems really tight. But I mean, we should follow the strategy to completion. But this is good. This is good to me. So place order, market order. We're going to risk 1%. And let's see how this plays out. And this one's a win. So first trade is a win. Okay, let's go to the next day. And then that's it for this session. All you really need is one trade a day. You don't want to overtrade. If you win your first trade, why risk giving the money back? So let's go to the next day. Next session, let's go through it. I don't know why this did that. Okay. The price is pulling away. Got the 3 EMAs in line. Starting to look like a good setup. Pulling back, pulled back to the 34. This looks like a nice entry to me. Short. Above. From 1.5 to 1. Place order. Send. All right. And there you go, another TP. So far, 2 for 2. And I'll go over one more example, and then I'm just going to backtest through March 31st, and then I will share the results. So let's go to the next day. So how EMAs are flowing, how we would like to see. And they're kind of scrunched up. This is what we don't want to see. EMAs are starting to flow. This could be a setup here, but the EMAs are still kind of scrunched up together. So I'm just going to wait until we want them exactly how the video says. This is pretty good. I think we could take this. Now bullish candles will put the trade it below this. You can put it below the 34 EMA. 1.5. All right, see how it plays out. Another TP. There you go. Oh, that's pretty good. So 3 for 3 thus far. Now, so that's how the strategy goes. Now I'm just going to fast forward, backtest, do the remaining up until the end of the quarter, and then I will go over the results. And here is the results from 1 quarter of trading the EMA scalp strategy. This is trading 2024 quarter 1. And we finished with total trades 61, 31 wins, 30 losses with a win rate of 50%, almost 51. So that's definitely much less than the 86 that is advertised. Every month, so January we made 9.2%, February 2.4%, March 5%. So all positive months. So this is it is a good strategy because look at the percent gain. This is risking 1%. 16% gain in 1 quarter. That's really good. The good thing about this strategy is it's easy to follow, and you know you're following the trend, or you're putting the odds in your favor that you are catching the trend because how you wait for the EMAs to be aligned. So it's a simple strategy. It's effective. I think it's a mechanical, easy to follow. Could be, it's a rule based, and if you add some other things like maybe support and resistance, higher time frame, you could probably get this even better. And again, this is trading only the New York session, 1 trade a day. Each month, here's all the wins in the buy, sells, win, loss. Same here. Didn't really put any details into all this because this was just a back testing session, but this is how it went. I would say it's a good strategy. I would use this strategy if I was new. It works pretty well. It's easy to follow. Average 5.5% per month. Average 20 trades per month. The P&L is subjective depending on your account size, so that doesn't really matter. But overall, it was a good strategy, but not 86% win rate. It may be a lot different if you trade London and Asian session, but like I said, this was only trading New York, and these are the results I got.